When I was a kid, politics wasn't everything. People disagreed, but you could still be friends and talk it out. Disagreement didn't mean hatred, it just meant you saw things differently. Back then, politics was something most people avoided. It wasn't the center of every conversation. But now it feels unavoidable. Everyone feels like they're walking on eggshells, afraid that one wrong word will set someone off. And on the flip side, a lot of people aren't just afraid of saying the wrong thing, they're waiting for others to do so. They're testing people, listening for a word or opinion to make sure you're on the right side. That's not friendship, and that's not community, that's division. And when I saw what happened to Charlie, it hit me harder than I expected, because he wasn't killed for violence or for hurting someone, he was killed for his words. This isn't just politics, it's a wake-up call for all of us. We've reached a place where politics has become people's entire identity. If it's all you think about and all you talk about, you'll eventually go to the extreme. You start diagnosing others instead of debating them. You call people names instead of listening. That's toxic. That's unhealthy. A healthy person doesn't erupt at words they disagree with. They listen, reason, and debate with respect, then move on. Don't diagnose, debate. The truth is, politics does not equal purpose. Too many people are filling the emptiness in their lives with outrage. If you have no mission, no passion, no drive, you'll cling to the next headline, the next argument, the next fight online, and it will eat you alive. I remember when people could have civil discourse and disagreements. I remember when loving the country you live in wasn't a controversial take you had to keep quiet about. That's ridiculous, and it's because we've let politics dictate our lives and infect everything. We can't lose respect for one another just because we disagree. What Charlie said is irrelevant here. He was a person loved by his wife and kids, and he didn't deserve to be killed. Even if you disagreed with him, we should all respect that fact and agree on this. People who celebrate this tragedy or try to make it about themselves are part of the problem. It shows how toxic politics has become in this country. No difference of opinion should ever make you so angry that you celebrate another person's death over their words. This ties into something we've watched grow for years: cancel culture. It started as shaming people online, costing them jobs, or silencing them. Now it's gone even further. Charlie's assassination should be a wake-up call that we can't allow cancel culture to persist. We've reached a point where people are being killed for their opinions. That should terrify and unite us. At this point, it's no longer about disagreement or accountability, and it's not about left versus right. It's about destroying someone for daring to speak. That has to end. Part of the problem is that people are letting politics define morality. They assume their side automatically has the moral high ground. That's dangerous and presumptuous, because they don't even take the time to hear the other person out. They just assume their own opinion is right. That's not morality, that's arrogance. Instead of assuming ill intent when you hear something you disagree with, look at the bigger picture and ask yourself, is there something I could learn from this interaction? That mindset changes everything. Life is bigger than political wins. It's bigger than the news cycle. And here's the truth. Politics should never define you. Your purpose should. Politics is temporary. It changes with the news cycle. But your purpose is deeper than that. It's who you are, what you stand for, and what you're building for your future. That's the foundation that keeps you steady when the world feels chaotic. If you're wondering, okay, but how do I find my purpose? It's a lot simpler than you think. Look at what you're already doing in your free time. What's the thing you get lost in, where hours go by and you don't even notice? That's usually the seed of your passion. Now figure out how to grow it. Maybe it becomes a career. Maybe you monetize it, or maybe it becomes a habit that makes you better and teaches you something. That's how you find direction, not in outrage or taking sides, but in what lights you up inside. So what do we do moving forward? We build, we get busy, we create something real and tangible. Mentally, question everything. Don't take sides. Don't let the mob think for you. Think for yourself. Physically, build your health, strength, and discipline. Spiritually, ground yourself in something bigger than yourself. For some, that's God. For others, it's meditation, reflection, or principles that keep you humble and centered. The point is, you need a foundation. Politics can't be that foundation. Financially, build wealth, provide for your family, prepare for your children's future. That's what a strong person does: protect, provide, and prepare. Charlie's death affected me more than I expected because it showed me how far we've let politics divide us. But it doesn't have to stay this way. We can turn the temperature down, we can choose respect, we can choose to assume good intent. At the end of the day, we're not on opposite sides. We're on the same side trying to make the country better. So here's my challenge to you: stop letting politics define you. Stop living in outrage. Go to the gym, clean your room, read a book, love your family, touch grass, build something that lasts. Because politics won't save you, but purpose will.